What's up, you guys? Welcome back to J Wrestling TV. We back with OSHI No KO. I know it's been a minute. Let's check how long to be exact. I don't think it's been as long as I parry everything, or maybe it has. Oh shit! Yeah, it's been a month. My fault. So we're doing 2 episodes today. Try to finish this out because I got new shows dropping next week. I gotta get this moving. Reacting to episodes 9 and 10. Today, this is a climax of the play in this episode, I believe. And Aqua went crazy with his emotional acting, and he helped what's her name, Kana. Yeah, I think it's Kana. Bring out her true self again. Let's get into it.
There's only a single lodging in this village. Once you check in, you might enjoy taking a stroll.
You were amazing, Aqua! It was super creepy.
Ruby
Even
knocked
had me
out.
shaking. Genius!
You're only saying that because I'm your kid.
Come on, I'm giving you a compliment. It was really impressive. I'm sure you'll become the most amazing actor around.
Oh, they weren't stupid for this. Okay, animators.
But what memory is he invoking to appear so pitiful and pained?
That will do. Suffer more. Did you see the light in Kana Arima? After meeting Akane, did you think you found someone understanding of your plight? Is acting fun for you? Did you want to forget it all?
I like his dark side voice.
Living in love, enjoying your youth. You have no right to be happy.
Did you say you?
You do have a right, man.
That's not right. You are me. The me who is powerless and unable to do anything. The me who's seared by regret. All of these feelings, I'll use.
That's right. Don't get consumed by one. You gotta embrace them all. Cool stage effects.
The battle is over! Tend to the wounded!
It's too late now. She's lost too much blood.
This is a wound transferring sheath. It has the power of the ruler, the ability to relocate one's own injuries to others around it. But this girl used that power to transfer the wounds of her comrades to herself. Just before death, she took even my injuries. The proper use of this scabbard
Is this right here!
self-serving dream? What if, like in some story, an expedient miracle occurred?
What's wrong, Awkward? You're such a baby. Something like that won't kill me.
How many times did I wish for it? For that dream that can never come true.
Yeah, we all been there. Wishing we could change things.
Well, what can I say? That was awesome! I could hardly believe it was you!
Yeah. Seeing you now, you're the same old Akane. But on stage, it's like you're someone else completely.
It sounded like she delivered those lines in her garage. I'm not gonna lie.
Man, you're a genius.
Yeah! Hey, superstar!
Stop! Don't call me that! The show tonight reminded me again that I still have a very long way to go. If you're looking for a true genius of our generation, it's Himekawa or Kanaarima.
You're young. You got plenty of time to improve.
What's the matter? Your acting was great!
I want to be better than that. It's been ages since I've been this exhausted.
Next, you gotta practice for your group.
Do this crap for a whole month? You've got to be kidding! I can't do more than what I did today.
Sorry to say this when you're so tired, but when we get back to the agency, we'll be filming a video for social.
Wow, Kana, you really are a great actress.
It's true, Well, actually, I'm not a genius actor.
Huh?
You'll get what I mean if you see someone who's truly regarded as a genius. I'm just desperately trying to hang on. On stage, it's not all that hard to do as you please and pose as an expert. Besides, uninhibited acting is easy to understand. What's truly difficult is, in that moment, Akane Kurakawa was a different breed. Being able to do that kind
They
of
both
thing
down on
so
themselves, both
nonchalant,
girls,
that's talent.
thinking they didn't do as well.
It's so frustrating! Mark my words! I'll come out on top before the run of this play is through!
I heard, you know. You reworked your directorial plan just before opening? I know you're fond of letting your cast do as they please, but you can't be causing trouble at the studio.
What else could I do? Himekawa rehearsed at the same time he was filming a movie. Sakuya fit this in between another play. And to top it off, Mita rehearsed while he had 2 ongoing TV dramas.
Damn, busy young kids out here.
There was never a good time to iron out the overall structure, now was there? Additionally, this time we had a lot of teenagers in the production.
Yes, you
Many
did.
of them made great strides during rehearsals. During the show, some completely transformed.
Are you talking about Miss Arima? I'll admit it, I didn't have high hopes for her. But the nice thing about young actors is you never know how things will turn out. Perhaps her idol work gave her a new perspective of her acting. Or maybe she just got herself a new boyfriend. I've been thinking lately.
She
In
wants
an
one.
industry with so many cute girls, why is it that the ones who are considered exceptionally cute pop up? Why do they stand out?
Well, why is that?
Simply put, it's the persuasive power behind their looks. Girls who win some kind of an award or are members of famous idol groups appear to be cuter than they really are, right? Well,
Not to me. I'll tell you firsthand if I don't find
I'm exceptionally cute
girls in an
is the
idol
same
group
kind of
attractive.
thing. I call that having star quality.
I think a lot of
And that's
people
exactly what
be
she
like,
had
oh,
in
they're
this
so
moment.
cute in these K-pop groups
If Kana Arima truly is the real
or
deal,
J-pop. I'm like,
Cut it
eh,
out with
they're
that
average.
creepy laugh.
However, on the stage of the next story, The curtain is already starting to rise.
Oh, we can get a DNA swab of. The curtain closes. Satisfied author.
That was your favorite movie? I mean, it's just
No, left. That'll do. Okay. Alrighty, today was another good one. Well, should we go out for drinks?
what?
Oh, that was the other play.
People love to go drinking.
That was another night.
I'll handle finding us a place. I've jotted down several restaurants close to the theater. They take last-minute reservations.
Thank you, Akane.
Strangely enough, a good portion of the mild-mannered types join in.
Himekawa, are you coming?
Yeah, I guess I will. You want to join in for once, Pops?
You'd be too guarded with me there. You kids go have some fun.
You wouldn't be a bother at all. You should join us.
I suppose I'll go then.
Yay! To be honest, I'm not a fan of parties with alcohol. They get so noisy. What are you gonna do, Aqua? I think I'm gonna head home
I'm going.
I'll join! I love parties! Which is why I believe actors should also be creators in their own right. It's not just about acting in a way that avoids mistakes. Actors have to contribute to heightening the drama.
But isn't that the job of the director?
Well, that's true, but if your performance is trash, they'll tell you.
Kana, we need challenging performances.
Here, you have some too, Aqua.
Oh, thank you. Look who's enjoying herself after all. Toshiro Kindaichi. He's theater company La La Lai's leader and director, and he's been with them for a long time.
It must have been there that I fell in love.
He's one of your suspects.
Mind if I sit next to you?
Aqua, your acting seems to be getting better little by little. Keep up the good work through closing night.
Thank you, sir. I was wondering, how long have you been with La La Lai?
Since the beginning. Hey, I don't see you drinking, Himekawa.
Damn, you got me.
You ungrateful little brat. How could you forget you owe me for bringing you up like one of my own? Now drink!
Okay,
Come on.
calm down.
Drink,
What's the relationship between you two?
As a kid, I lived in a children's home. After I got out, well, Kindaichi here looked after me in more ways than one.
A children's home?
Flawed people are good people. They absorb techniques to fill what they're lacking in life. That's how it was with Himekawa.
Interesting.
Pathetic.
Well, it's the truth, isn't it? Aqua, the same goes for you. Your acting is similar. It's the technique of someone who's imperfect. Someone who isn't decent. One who pretends to be an upstanding citizen. It's of a person who's observed their surroundings and tried to adapt to the world because they were always different.
Indeed. That might be the case.
Aqua, I thought your acting was dull at first. But I could see true emotion in your performance in the last scene. It was the real deal. Very intriguing. Well, I guess my guidance was pretty good.
You're awfully quick to take credit.
Yeah, you had nothing to do with that part.
Sorry. I'll eventually get that old story out of him.
Don't worry about it. I actually wanted to talk to you about something. I was waiting for the right opportunity. Here.
Aqua, what's this? DNA test report?
Himekawa, you and I share the same father.
Oh.
So would you mind telling me about your dad?
My God. Oh, the plot thickens. That's who the papers was on. I thought he swapped somebody older, but he did it on Himekawa. That's smart. See, if there's more kids around, that's smart trying to find someone, a sibling, rather than just going around checking every older guy. But that was episode 9. Season 2, episode 9, or episode 20 overall. So in this episode we got the climax of in the stage play of Tokyo Blade. We got the climax with drawing blank, Aqua and Himekawa, and as Aqua was cool cinematography, music, and choreography. The animation kind of went crazy on that part. Not that this show has bad animation, but I feel like the budget was just a little bit more for that scene. But as Aqua was unleashing his emotions more for that scene, he his dark sides coming out, his rage wanted him to like basically talking to himself, but his rage telling him like, yeah, you don't have the luxury to enjoy any of this because you gotta find the one that kills one precious to you and make them suffer. But he was like, what are you talking about? We the same nigga. I'm glad he realized that. And like, I'm gonna use it all, not just one thing. I'm using every single emotion for this. And then he was contemplating like people love to play, by the way. People was even happy. But yeah, he was contemplating like, man, I wish it was like the storybooks where I had a chance to go back. What if I had a chance to save I? And a lot of us wish that or dreamt of that at some point, whether it's with a loved one or because when somebody passes, you always reliving this the moment and thinking you could have done something differently, or even wish you did more things with them, not just in that moment, but like previous years when you were younger or something like that. So not even just saving them, but you wish you could go back and like spend more time with them, talk to them, or whatever the case is, or even just in school, you wish you would have did this differently or that, whatever the case may be. So that was, he was in his head like just thinking about what could have been, and that was a touching moment. Like, oh, that moment had a happy ending, but it's not the case. But after the first night, everyone taking it in and the performance, the crowd loved it. And of course, Akane and Kana being hard on themselves, they're like, oh, I'm not the genius. Her friends praising her. And same with Kana, they're like the same type of person. Like Akane looks up to Kana, and Kana also looks up to Akane. Both their friends praise their performance, but they like, no, I'm not the genius. I could have done better. I want to do better. They're both too hard on themselves, and like they're so young. They're like what, 14, 15. They got plenty of time to improve, and they're just incredible. But it's like, oh, kind of was like, oh, I was only able to do this because of this setting, where I could shine, but like she feel like a play she could, it's so easy to fool people, but like when it comes to a TV show or a movie, it's not as easy. She's like, her skills are lacking, so she's like, Akane is a true star. And Akane like, no, I wanted this out of Kana, and I got to see Kana true self, what I fell in love with, what made me want to be an actor when I was a little child. But I saw it, and I thought I could surpass it, but my skills aren't there yet. So she was crying. They're both upset, but like both of them think each other was good in this situation, but they don't think that themselves did a good job, the job they wanted to do. So that was interesting to see. And they had to do the play for another month. So fast forward to another moment, and the mangaka, she was back watching the play again, and they revised it some more, I guess, because it made the scene, made sure to highlight that moment. Like she had a script next to her and said the final revised script, so they must have changed up something. And she's just clapping, and she's in awe of the performance in the whole play, so that's good. And it's funny little moment our Kana had, just to let you know, if you didn't think she was into Aqua still for whatever reason, kind of like, oh, I don't really care to go out and drink, I don't like parties when drinking is involved because blah blah blah. Aqua, you're not going, right? He's like, no, I'm going. She's like, oh, I actually like going out to parties. He's like, let's go. So anyway, Aqua trying to pry into this dude, because in the earlier scene when he was in the bathroom after a play, it showed like analysis, the results for DNA testing, and I'm thinking he got swallowed some hair or something from like older dudes in the play. And then he was honing in this one dude from La La La, I think that's what it's called. He's getting closer to him, like asking him how long he been there and stuff. So I'm like, oh, this might be one of the prime suspects. And then he tried to pry some more about a certain incident, but he's like, nah, that's not for you to hear. And then Himikawa was like, I'm gonna get out of him. I want to hear the story too. So dude get drunk. I was like, sorry, I'm gonna get out later. He got too drunk, and the big shocking reveal happened. He was like, that's okay, I wanted to ask you something. He was like, look at this. Like, what is this? He's like, this shows we got the same DNA. So we're half brothers. We have the same father. And I'm like, what? Oh my, I'm so sorry I made y'all wait this long, because yo, this is a mic drop moment. I'm ready to go for the next episode. So fantastic episode. I'm hyped. Let's get into the next episode. I mean, I know Ai's genes are strong and took over, but Dad gotta have good genes too, because Himikawa is not a he doesn't look bad at all.
Can't tell you that.
An entertainer, I understand. Same as me. That's my mom. She died in a lover's suicide with her husband. Seijiro Urehara, your father. He was a struggling actor.
Double suicide? You mean he's already dead?
How old are you again? 17 years old, right? Our father was already married before you were born. Seems he had a thing for picking up talented entertainers. Maybe he was trying to mask his complex about being an untalented hack by sleeping with talented women. No one knows the real reason why he took part in a double suicide. But I can venture a guess. Even as a child, I also hated our father.
So, that's why
I don't think that's her dad. I feel like she was married to him.
My real name is Taiki Urehara.
But she was cheating on him
run in the family.
Because
seeing you seduce both Kana and Akane makes me despair.
I'm doing no such thing.
Yes, you are. Hurry up and make up your mind. It'll be too late after you're in a lover suicide too.
That's not funny.
Yeah, I feel like his mom was cheating on his father and made him think that that was his baby.
Then let's drink. This feels so strange.
And he found out and killed them both.
I suddenly find myself with a blood relative.
I was just hanging out at Himekawa's place.
You not gonna tell them about her half sibling?
Oh, the guy who plays Blade. I guess I can be fine with you having a little male bonding time.
I'll introduce you to him one of these days.
Huh? But why? What for? Ugh, you're such a weirdo.
Our father died a long time ago.
No, it's not that simple. I don't think that's the case.
His enemy is no longer around. Hello?
Where the hell did you disappear to during the cast party? Akane vanished too. Don't tell me you two...
Nothing like that. I went to another place with the director in Himekawa.
Oh, okay then.
Did you make it home safely? Minors absolutely can't drink, okay? Don't drink even if adults ask you to, got it?
Those girls.
Oh, I see. That's all we got so far?
We still need to work a lot harder. 1 million subs is still a long way off.
Can't you be more appreciative? 20,000! I deserve some credit after using every trick in the book to grow our channel!
But I mean, that doesn't really seem like a lot of people.
20,000, man. I wish I had 20,000.
Meanwhile, we're making progress into the top 10%! That's impressive! Don't talk about having 1 million subs when you don't know how this works! Damn kids! That's a massive hurdle cleared by only 0.1% of channels!
Preach.
For now, Bikomachi Channel's financial situation isn't great. We've got to use all the measures available to us. And so, today we'll be filming our first room tour video.
Room tour video? I've heard of those things. You show off your own room to viewers.
There's lots of them around.
I could never. Who on earth enjoys publicly exposing their room like that? Even if you're out of content, it's over once you start selling off your private life.
Please, let's do it.
If we shoot a room tour video, the things we show can be claimed as expenses.
When do we start? All right, this is a Chloe handbag, newly released. It costs 10,000 yen. I bought this thinking I would stream video games. But I haven't used this water-cooled gaming PC yet. It was about 300,000 yen.
But I don't buy any expensive stuff like she does.
With that mentality, you'll be sorry when your income tax return comes around. You'll learn just how harsh taxes can be once you become an adult.
Yes.
Hey, next can you film around my kitchen and another room I've got?
You got it.
Should I take my posters down?
Nah, leave them up.
The fact that I'm her child is a secret, and I plan on taking that to the grave. I miss him. There are 2 reasons I went with Bikomachi for our group name. One is my desire to carry on the dream that Mom should have been able to realize.
In other words, he went missing.
So she. I was wondering if she tried to find out what he was up to.
There's no way in the world he would ever overlook the name Bikomachi. Wherever he is, I know he's watching over me.
Following our room tour video, here's part 2 of my elaborate plan. We're gonna make a music video.
Bro, this show be bugging me sometimes. It'd be like,
After all, it is the
music starts for a second in the next scene, and then it immediately starts up with another song.
Channel to get several million views. How about we wrap filming in a day and turn it into a 2-night, 3-day trip for some R&R after Tokyo Blade?
A little R&R?
You can use it. That's why she's thinking about it. I thought because she was just tired from doing the play back to back.
Yeah, what's up? Didn't you order it a while back?
Who exactly did you ask to write the song anyway? I was keeping it a secret because I was hoping to surprise you when it was finished. For the new Bikomachi's first original song, I requested Himura, who wrote several hits, for the old Bikomachi.
What? Himura? He's a pop star!
And a major hit maker!
The Star Key Rain songwriter! Amazing!
Oh yeah. Musicians are another group I was involved with. I'll find a way to get close to Himura and... Never mind. There's no longer any need.
What's the matter?
That's not your dad, I'm telling you.
That's good news. I'm glad you got a good composer. Have fun with it.
You don't seem like yourself.
What do you mean?
Well, you're a lot more mellow than normal, but that's a good thing if you ask me.
I see.
I want to sing now! I'm ready to go! The thing is, when I hired him, I gave him a deadline of the end of last month, but he still hasn't delivered and I haven't heard from him. I'm sure he must be incredibly busy, so there's no helping it. Please wait a bit longer.
Don't wanna. Press him for it.
You might feel that way, but you should be grateful he's writing it at all. Plus, I've already emailed him about it.
No! You need to call him now!
Calm down.
In 5 years, I still have 5 more years!
That may be true, but 5 years isn't that long.
Ruby, it might not be malicious, but quit it with the death blows.
Stop thinking of time from
I
an
forgot
adult's
she was
perspective.
a
Right now,
older
we are going
woman.
full speed
I'm
ahead.
thinking she a
We
teenager.
don't have time to take it slow. Okay, I promise. I'll call him personally.
Yay!
Yes, ma'am. Thanks for the call. The song for Bikomachi? I'm a bit stuck at the moment, honestly. And I would hate to write something half-hearted for their very first original song. My schedule's packed with other projects right now, so when I get a decent chunk of time, I guess I should get to it. I've made a lame tune from muscle memory.
He said he hasn't even started writing it?
Yep.
Could be big shot syndrome.
Big shot syndrome?
When a composer is young, they can write countless songs by merely relying on impulse and passion. But over their years of work, the big shot writes hundreds of them, which probably means he's already said all he wants to say.
I was just thinking when they were sending a picture or a video, and he goes see that, like it looks like I was thinking that I should have said it.
I've been singing Star T Rain ever since I was little. I could dance to the choreography well before I ever joined Bikomachi. I'm so incredibly happy that I'll get to sing a song that you've made.
Something like this can easily ignite a fire within them, just by seeing the face of the person they'll deliver their work to, just by knowing who they're creating it for. But with my new information, I'm not sure what it is I should do.
You look like a zombie sitting there. Will you come to Miyazaki with us?
Oh, the place you're filming the music video?
Mm-hmm. You're free now, right? Now that Tokyo Blade has wrapped?
Well, I haven't quit being an actor, and I'm also a student.
It could serve us some R&R after the play, right, Kana?
Please come. Please come.
Miyazaki, huh? Come to think of it, I haven't been back since then. Yeah, sure. I guess I'll go.
Who the hell is this little girl? Is this a god of reincarnation? Alright, that was episode 21 of OSHI No KO, or season 2, episode 10. Liberation. This is more Ruby focused episode, so she haven't really been in this season much. Aqua's still doing this play. But he finds out, well, it was kind of like half and half, or like 30-70 split. Ruby getting more of the time. But we find out Aqua finds out that his dad lover suicide. His dad was a womanizer, so shit happened, and then Aqua lost his motivation. Like, oh, should I just live my life now? So he kind of mellowed out. But and Himikawa was like, oh, that's cool. I actually have a brother, but don't call me big bro. So I think Aqua was like, I forget how old Aqua was at the time. 3, maybe, when it happened. But my theory is, someone made it look like a double, a lover suicide or whatever, and the mom was cheating on who he thinks is his dad, and he's telling Aqua that's his dad. She was cheating on him with the dude I fell in love with. And either who he thinks is his dad found out, killed her, then himself, killed his wife and then himself, or the dude who got I pregnant. Again, he didn't want any problems with that, so he hired someone to make it look like it was a lover suicide. So yeah, Aqua has lost his motivation, and you fast forward to Be Kamachi, and they're trying to like, all right, we just started shooting promo. So after you're done, it's like, after you're done with this play, we got to shoot a video because we got to get momentum going. We put it on pause because you were doing the play. So it was like, she explained the importance of how important 20,000 subscribers is. Like, because Ruby and Kana don't know, like, 20,000 subs is a lot. Like, she was saying, like, there's this many channels in Japan, and it's not accounting for the channels outside of Japan. And some people can only crack 1,000. Some people can't even get out of the hundreds. Like, I'm not even at 100 yet. My other channel's at like almost at 200. But yeah, I never came close to 1,000. Or even 500 for that matter. So 20,000 is a big deal. Like, don't sleep on that. Yeah, 1 million, you can have a goal, but like, don't just brush off 20,000 subscribers, because the people so many people wish they could get that much. And so they like, why don't we do room tours? So Kana wasn't big on it, but she was like, if you record stuff in your room, you could use it that you bought. You could use it as a tax write off. And then Kana was like, okay, I'm on board. She changed her mind real quick. Whether it's about money or Aqua. So she just went over. It's like, hey, this PC, I was gonna use it for gaming. It costs this much. I want to use his purse. This costs this much. Now can we go show my kitchen? And then we get to Ruby, and she's contemplating like, oh, I want to keep this secret, taking to my grave that I's my mother, but should I take this down? I'm like, you can still show that you're a fan of her. I don't think that's gonna listen. And nobody can see the similarities with your looks between her and I. Just because you're a fan of her, I don't think they're gonna put two and two together. So you can keep it up. And she said the reason why she chose Bikamachi is because she wanted to keep her mom's dream alive, and also because she called the hospital at some point to check in on dude who was like her only friend to her doctor who took care of her when she was dying. But little does she know, since they didn't tell each other who their identity was in their past lives, he's right there. But she found out that he was been missing for years. So she like, well, I put him on to Bikomachi. So if he's out there somewhere, there's no way he's not going to notice this name again popping up. So I'm trying to get famous for my mother's sake and for Sensei. I'm like, oh, cool. And they chose to go shoot a music video in the place where he did his practice at. Was it Miyazaki? I that's somebody's name, and that could be also a place as well. I'm not sure if I said the name right, but kind of knows Aqua's different, but she don't mind the change. But Ruby notices that he's acting different too. She wanted to go, and like, well, I'm still a student, I still an actor. She's like, well, please, you could. She just want to spend time with Aqua, her brother, because she hadn't really been spending much time with him. And then like, you can get some R&R. He's like, okay, I'll go. And I forget their adoptive mom's name. Their Bikomachi's manager. She's like, I was going to wait to surprise, but I got the guy who wrote songs for Bikomachi in the past to write your first song, your debut song. But he's been stumped. He hasn't really had any motivation, can't figure out what to write so long. And I know you're going to think like, oh, you didn't think of that. But I swear, when they was talking about it, I was thinking it. I was literally thinking like, oh, I mean, because just how enthusiastic and gung-ho she was about, I keep saying but Ruby was about, contact them again, because we can't stay idle as idols because we're going to fade into existence. And plus we're on the clock because Kana's going to go back to being an actor, full-time actor. And I forget old girl's name, the influencer. She's not going to have her looks that long. She's going to be 30, and it's crazy. She looks like a middle schooler at 25. But what was I saying? Oh, but yeah, I figured I'm like, the only way he's gonna get out of his slump is Ruby's gonna send him a picture of herself, or I was just thinking a picture, but she sent a video. And then he got motivation immediately. Like he's like, oh, this is a superstar. I know what I want to write, and I want her to convey in a song with my lyrics. So that was pretty cool. It's all coming together. I don't know if there's 3 episodes left now. I don't know if it's going to come into play. My theory, if I'm correct about their actual father, or maybe he is dead. I don't know. it's just gonna go in a whole other direction. Cause I heard they doing some weird shit in the manga. But I'm not gonna say it just in case you guys don't know. Because Twitter can't help themselves. I just know Japan being Japan with the direction. Later on, that's all I know. But I don't know anything about anything else. But I hope I'm right about my theory. Because I there's no way they're gonna like Trump his revenge that easily after he find out he has a brother. That's crazy. Anyway, what did you think about episode 21? Did you like the stage play, the plot twist of them having a half brother, whatever? Episode 2021. I will be back soon. Not that soon. Let me see. Cause tomorrow I gotta film. Sorry if you hear that in the background. Oh my god, he's loud. Tomorrow I gotta film ReZero 2 episodes, Dungeon 2 episodes, Dan 2 episodes, and something else I think. But yeah, so maybe Monday when I'm recording the next batch of shows, I'll record another OSHI No KO. But yeah, I'll catch you guys next time. Peace.